Greetings everyone, Wildchild here, welcome to Battlefield 1 versus Battlefield 2042. And I think we can all agree that Battlefield 1 is one of the greatest Battlefield games ever released. If you go back in time for a second and you maybe remember how everything started with Battlefield 1, everything was smooth and everything was almost to perfection. When they first told us about the World War One setting, people did not complain that much. People here and there was just a little, maybe I don't know, like not so sure about it. And when the beta released, the beta was in a good state. I enjoy it. I'm PlayStation 4 player here, so I enjoyed the beta. Ran pretty good for me, no complaints, and it was good. And when the full game released, it was an amazing experience. So the whole thing since day one up until now with Battlefield 1 has been nothing but not perfect, but very good. Very good. Everything positive, and the post-launch stuff with the game, man, like the maps, the guns, everything. It was pretty good. So this game, in my opinion, that's why I consider one of the best, because everything they did it right. I don't know, they took their time and everything was done properly. Everything, the DNA, the Battlefield DNA was still in the game, which is what I believe is going on with 2042. I think Battlefield is having an identity crisis. They're trying to be so many things at once, and I'm not heading 2042. I'm probably gonna get the game. I did cancel my pre-order though. As always, I'm being honest with you. I did cancel my pre-order because I don't know. I'm gonna wait until maybe the day before or something, because I'm not really sure. And but yeah, I did that. But anyways, so it's having this identity crisis, trying to be many things at once, and I don't know how's that going to work out. Like, I'm not really sure. Like, I'm positive. I want to stay positive, and I hope it does pretty well, because I like Battlefield, such a great franchise. I don't know. I captured such an amazing games, and it was in fun times overall, in Battlefield 1. So if you're interested in my gameplay videos, there's a playlist if you want to look it up. Battlefield 1 multiplayer, fun stuff. So anyways, so I think they need to go back to their roots. Battlefield 1 was a good start. They should look into what they did in this game and try to replicate these things and bring it into like 2042. I think the problem with the game is maybe they're focusing so much on the hazard zone, and they're building up the game on that mode. So everything revolves on hazard zone, and then the rest of the game. Maybe that's why the beta map felt so, I don't know, like empty, like soulless. I don't care so much about the bugs, because it's a beta, so it doesn't really matter. You're gonna find things here and there. Battlefield 3 had little bugs too, and quite a few actually. But it was a fun game, and it was in a better state in my opinion than 2042. But the map itself, it just felt like soulless, and you were playing it just like, I don't know. It didn't feel quite there yet. It didn't feel like Battlefield in my opinion. So that's why I say the identity crisis is the biggest issue with Battlefield right now. This game itself, it's a monster, man. It's Battlefield. What these guys have done in the past is very remarkable, and maybe, I don't know, maybe their confidence, maybe they fire the wrong people or hire the wrong people, or some of these ideas are not clicking. But 2042 felt very different from Battlefield 1, for example. And if you go back to Battlefield 1 after playing 2042, you're gonna notice it. Maybe, yeah, the graphics, which we'll see a little bit of 2042 footage in a bit. We're just having this fun time here with the shotgun in the ballroom blitz. I think it's the M10 that I'm using here. But anyways, so they need to get back on track. They need to get back on track. And I'm gonna say this, and you can go back and let me know in the comments below in a few months if I'm right or wrong. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like Battlefield 2042 needs another year. It didn't need what is it, 2 months or like a month they added for the release date. No, they need another year, man. They need to take care of this game or that game and just make it like really good, really good. The whole specialist thing is a great idea for Rainbow Six Siege or some of the games, but for Battlefield, I don't think so. I'm not saying it's not going to work. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's going to be so hard to balance. And that's or more, or maybe just for like the hazard zone. A lot of people are just um, pretty much putting all their hope on Portal. You know, where you can play different battlefields and you can pretty much set up the server you want and things like that. I want more info on that because I don't think they're gonna make Portal the almighty battlefield. Otherwise, people would not be playing the main game. People will be playing Portal. We'll be playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, or Battlefield 4 in Portal. I don't know any details exactly like how much can we do in Portal in terms of like players and guns and maps and how much is available there. So that's a little worrisome, a little bit, you know, which with that sort of situation, in my opinion. But it's not a bad game. I like 2042. It just needs some work. Another year will be perfect, in my opinion. But I don't know. If I had to pick, I would say Battlefield 1 is still the king here. It's such an amazing game, and like the maps is one of those things that really really gets to you when you play. Like you really feel like you're in a real war. It's just amazing. Although the game was it's a bit clunky compared to, let's say, Battlefield 5. And by the way, the next video will be Battlefield 2042 versus Battlefield 1. And the previous one was Call of Duty Vanguard versus Battlefield 2042, which I'll put a link on the comments below. I'll pin it if you guys want to see it. So I'm on a little series, you know, Battlefield 2042 versus like everything. maybe Cold War. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, so I still believe, you know, Battlefield 1 wins. I know it's a full game and all that, and I'll probably go over all these once the full game releases of Battlefield 2042. But I don't know, man. Battlefield 1 is the one and only. It's the one and only, and it's gonna be hard to beat this game. So now we're gonna move on to some 2042 footage over here. Some fun stuff. I mean, yes, it looks a little bit nicer, you know, like sharper. It looks nice overall. Graphics wise is pretty amazing. I like how it looks and everything. One thing that was I mean, and they said gonna fix it was like having a beta with like horrible aim assist for controllers and no, almost like no grenade indicators when the grenades were like close to you. But they already said they're gonna fix that. So the experience of the beta was really weird compared to previous Battlefields. The game ran okay, but I'm sticking to another year. These guys put another year into the game and really make it feel a Battlefield game, and this thing will be an amazing game, in my opinion. So hopefully the whole specialist thing works out. I'm still very positive, you know. I'm still, even though I'm not a huge fan of the idea, I really wish they would have just, I don't know, cancel that thing and go back to the classes. You know, that's what Battlefield is about. So let's not lose the Battlefield DNA. That's what I say. Don't lose the DNA of this game, because that's what makes Battlefield so special, right? And such a great game. And over the years, you know, the reputation of this game has been growing and growing. In terms of the competition as well, I think Battlefield just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Not just map wise, but you know, more people interested in the game, because it's a cool game. It's pretty fun, and what they've been doing for the past few years is very interesting. So another year to polish these things and maybe go back to the actual classes, and maybe just leave the specialist for hazard zone. That'll be much better, in my opinion. So you have the experience or like having like two games in once, you know. So if you play hazard zone, you get a different type of soldiers with all these abilities and all this cool stuff. But when you play your normal Battlefield, is your actual Battlefield experience, you know. No specialists, no nothing. Your classes with everything the way it's supposed to be, the way it's been for years. So that's why I say, just another year will be just perfect. Is it a terrible game? No. Is it the best? No. But it's a game that is having a rough start, man. A rough start. When people heard about the setting, let's say the setting, people were cool. Okay, the the majority of people thought, okay, so Battlefield is a better version of Battlefield 4, right? It's a 2021, 2022 version of Battlefield 4, modern and awesome, and that was great. But people were a little let down when they found out with the specialist, and that's just been like a roller coaster. They even did ask some questions, and they did some stuff. A lot of people were just basically just telling them like operators and all this, like, or whatever you call it. It's just not good. It's just not good, and just go back to the regular classes in the game. But they're not gonna change it because it just takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to create all this. I don't know, maybe it's a lot more difficult than we think. I am not a game developer, of course, but I do hope the specialists are fun and they don't break the game, and the experience overall is just good. It's just good. It's just something that makes you want to keep going and keep playing and playing. Because the more I see all these newer games, the more I see people going back to the older ones. I see more people going back to Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. So it's just kind of weird, like you would think with games such as 2042 people would just be like, okay, this is the game, but the soul is like missing. See, the DNA of the game, of the franchise, of the franchise is not quite there. So that's why people are just moving on to previous titles, because of we're looking for that Battlefield experience. So I hope Portal is good, but we'll see. Otherwise people will be playing Portal and not the main game. So we'll see what kind of restrictions we'll have, what kind of weird things they add into Portal, or like they don't allow us to do. We'll see how Hazard Zone really is. At first I was interested, but when I heard what the mod's about, I was like, it just feels more like the Division, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I will see. And the main game, I hope the maps are more fun to play. Like this one just felt like I don't know, something was missing. So I don't know what it was. Like I said, the soul of Battlefield, I guess. But we'll see how that goes. But overall, let's hope. Overall, it's a decent game, and let's hope when the full game releases, it's just fun, and maybe make us think twice and be like, okay, you know what? I was wrong about what I said before. The game is great, and they did a great job fixing it. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong here, or maybe I'm right. We'll see pretty soon. But man, I love Battlefield 1. I still think it's the best. I still think that game is above and beyond some of the games, and it's just fun just to go back to Battlefield 1. Such a great experience. The atmosphere, the weapons, you feel like in a real battle, and that's always amazing. And that's really good when you play a game like that, and it's so cool. But in 2042, we'll see what these guys do. I hope it's a big surprise. I hope everything is positive, and let's see what happens. So stay tuned for more of these versus. So like I said, Battlefield 5 versus 2042 will be the next video. That's gonna be a good one, because I really love Battlefield 5 alongside Battlefield 1. Two of my favorite Battlefield games, and they're very, very fun to play. So looking forward to bringing that gameplay video. But let me know in the comments below, which one do you prefer? Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2042. Maybe you don't like World War II guns. Maybe World War II maps are not your thing. The vibe, the setting, the thing is not. You like customization, you like the future. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Wildchild. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, one take one take, that's all. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching. All right, later.